Dear Cheri, I've been using cannabis now for about 6 months, and I have to say that I've never felt better. Yay, that's great. However, I'm worried that I might be doing myself some sort of harm or might be taking too much of it. How do you know how much is too much cannabis? Is there a safe dose? Thanks for your insight. Well, that's actually a really reasonable question and a good question, and one that I consulted my cannabis mentor with, Lanny Swerdlow. He's a registered nurse and a cannabis specialist that's been running cannabis clinics for decades. So before I get to the answer of what Lanny said, I just want to remind everybody to hit that YouTube subscribe button and notification bell, because I try to upload new videos every Wednesday. So when I asked Lanny about this question, is there such a thing as too much marijuana? I mean, I guess there obviously is such a thing as too much, in that, especially with edibles, you can make yourself feel uncomfortable. And check out the links below for for advice of what to do if that ever happens to you. And there's also going to be a link to a longer article that Lanny wrote about this subject. But what he said is, in the medical field, there's what's known as PRN medications, and that means take as needed. And even with PRN medications, many are given for pain or insomnia or different conditions. There usually still are restrictions. For instance, take one pill every 4 hours as needed for pain. So you still shouldn't exceed that 4-hour limit in that case. There's another term that we see much less frequently, hardly ever in medical circles, and that's medications that are ad libre, or you're able to take them freely. And cannabis is one of the few therapeutic substances in the world, according to Lanny, that this applies to, because you can use as much as you need to achieve whatever therapeutic benefit you're seeking, whether it's pain relief, a good night's sleep, appetite suppression or reduction. Cannabis does a lot of amazing things, but everybody's needs are so different, and I mean drastically different, that there isn't one specific dose. But you cannot fatally overdose on cannabis, so this is not a worry. It's not going to make you stop breathing. It's not going to shut down your organs. So you can take an amount that helps you to achieve the therapeutic benefits that you're seeking. Now, I know there's a lot of prohibitionist fear-mongering about how cannabis is so strong now and that's dangerous. No, it's not dangerous. It's still the same substance, and more of it is not making it dangerous, because you can never fatally overdose on cannabis. It just doesn't work that way in the body. As I said, it can make you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's not dangerous. But when you're seeking an optimal dose, you're not seeking to get baked out of your mind. You're seeking to take enough cannabis to where you feel good and you stop. And research has shown that even with cannabis that is now stronger than ever, people have a way to kind of self-regulate that, because you feel the effects, especially if you're inhaling it very quickly, and they kind of self-regulate, and if it's stronger cannabis, they use less of it. The one caveat to that, though, is edibles, because it takes several hours sometimes for you to feel the effects. Sometimes people don't think it's working, and then they get too much, and there's no easier way to get too much than by eating it. So check out the links below for a link of what to do if that happens. But otherwise, if you're inhaling marijuana or using it topically, you can use as much as you need to get the therapeutic benefit that you're seeking. Hope this helps. See you next time.